Sebastian Vizcaíno was an important explorer in the Age of Exploration time period. To begin, Sebastian Vizcaíno wasn't a merchant. A merchant is somebody who trades with other people. He also traded with the Spanish and the Indians to get riches. He was an explorer that sailed and renamed places that Cabrillo had named. As a sailor, he made maps of the places he went to, remembering where he had gone. When Vizcaíno explored, he explored in 1602 through 1603, which is after Cabrillo had explored. Spain and the King of Spain sponsored Vizcaíno and his crew with food, water, and other goods that would have helped Vizcaíno on his journeys to where he went. When Vizcaíno explored, he wanted to find a good harbor with lots of riches in a good harbor. He was looking for gold, jewels, and spices in the places he went to. Back then, spices were used as money or currency. Cinnamon, pepper, garlic, and ginger were some of the spices that were used for currency. If you had a small bowl full of ginger or any other spice, you could buy a big house near the beach, with enough left over to buy servants, clothes, a cool carriage to ride in, and anything else. Vizcaíno traveled northwest from Acapulco and sailed around Baja California and stopped at Point Mugu to look for riches, trade with the Indians, or land for Spain. When he entered Monterey Bay, he said that it was the best port he had ever seen and been to. He left Monterey Bay and sailed into San Francisco Bay, and then he turned around shortly past Cape Mendocino. As you can see, he explored and went past many bays. It seemed to him that he went past bays and he enjoyed exploring them and seeing them. There were many threats and obstacles throughout Vizcaíno's voyage. Some of them were diseases because fruits have good nutrients, but fruit was not allowed. On ships, fruit could not be allowed because it would spoil and rot. The spoiled and rotten fruit would not be good for the people on the ship. Accidentally, rats would come on board and eat the food that the rats could reach. Not knowing this, they set sail and would starve to death. Rats would also climb up walls, shelves, and barrels to reach the food. When explorers find riches, they put it in the bottom of the ship so when pirates come, they won't take their riches when they attack them. All explorers risk their lives to become rich and famous. And if they are super close to their hometown and a pirate ship comes around and attacks them, they'll be really disappointed. All explorers risk their lives to become rich and famous. And if they are rich and famous and they work really hard. Storms can be an obstacle too, but because it could make the ship tip and over sink, or if the crashing waves could put a lot of water in the boat, causing it to sink. Food and water are one of the biggest obstacles. The food can't be cooked because there's no electricity on the ship, so all their food has to be dried out or it will spoil and rot. The healthy foods can't be bought or they will spoil and rot too. Water was limited and they had to get only a little bit each day. If you drop a dried out banana chip in your bed on the ship and you get hungry, you could come to your bed and eat it after 3 months. Dried out foods do not spoil and rot, but other foods do. Spain had quickly lost interest in Alta California because it didn't seem to have any gold, silver, spices, or for sure, no riches. When this happened, Vizcaíno didn't stop and continued to look for good harbors to settle in and trade in. Vizcaíno accomplished many things. Some of them were finding Monterey Bay, which was a great success. It was a beautiful port and was sheltered by winds. His other accomplishments were renaming San Diego. Cabrillo had named San Diego, but Vizcaíno changed it and a few other places Cabrillo had named. He discovered Santa Barbara, and he thought it was a good harbor and a beautiful port. In conclusion, in the Age of Exploration time period, Sebastian was an important explorer.